We found it in Leo's dad's garage. It was a short, heavy-looking thing. Looked like a broken part of a mannequin at first. The kind of thing you wouldn't glance at twice if it wasn't for the way it was posed. Palm up, fingers bent a little like it was waiting for a handshake. White, cracked at the knuckles. Dirt in the creases. Someone had drawn thin black lines on the fingers and around the wrist like tattoos. A chipped wedding ring hung loose on the pinky. Leo was the one who spotted it. He laughed when he held it up. "Check it out, my dad's secret sex toy." We all laughed because we were supposed to. But something about the hand bothered me. The surface felt colder than the air around it, like it held on to something that didn't belong in the room. Leo didn't care. He was always chasing a high, and if it couldn't kill him, he wasn't interested. He called the rest of us, Meera, Tom, and Jules, and set up a night at his place. No parents. They were out on some anniversary thing for the weekend. He wanted to try something. He'd been online, deep Reddit threads, forums that were more rumor than fact. Said the hand wasn't just a weird hunk of porcelain. Said it was used in seances. If you held it and said the words "talk to me," you'd open yourself up to the other side. Let something in. Now I know what you are thinking. This is just a bullshit story ripped off from the movie Talk to Me. But trust me, this is true. I told him he was full of shit. He said, "Perfect. Then it won't be scary." The rules, according to the threads, were simple. Hold the hand. Say, "Talk to me." When you see the spirit, say, "I let you in." Let it ride, but don't go over 90 seconds. "Why 90? Meera asked. "After that, they start thinking you're theirs," Leo said. She rolled her eyes. "Sure." We set it up in his basement. Low lights, a single candle in the center of the circle. We weren't religious, but it felt wrong not to mark the space somehow, so Leo poured salt in a rough ring on the floor. He said it was just for effect, but I saw the way his hands shook. Tom went first. He was always down for a dare. He sat cross-legged, gripped the hand like he was making a deal with it, and said the words, "Talk to me." We all leaned in, waiting. Tom flinched. "Shit," he said. "There's someone here." Leo grinned. "Say it." Tom paused just long enough for tension to pull the air tight. Then, "I let you in." He jerked back. For a second it looked like he was choking. Meera reached for him, but Leo stopped her. "No," he whispered. "Let it happen." Tom's body relaxed. Then he smiled, wide and wrong. Not like him. His mouth hung open, his lips curling in this lazy, broken way. "I'm cold," he said. But it wasn't Tom's voice. It sounded like it had rocks in its throat. "I miss my boy." No one said anything. The candle flickered. "I didn't mean to leave him in the water." Jules started crying. She didn't know why, she said. She just felt something in the air shift, like grief had filled the room, thick and breathing. Leo checked his phone. 80 seconds. "I can still feel his fingers," the voice said through Tom. "He was holding my jacket." 90, Leo shouted. Meera reached for the hand and yanked it out of Tom's grip. He gasped and fell forward, shaking. "What the fuck?" he wheezed. "What the actual fuck?" He looked like he'd run a marathon. Leo laughed. "Told you." But he looked pale too, like he hadn't expected it to work. Leo recorded Tom's possession, posted it. Didn't use names. Just the video titled "Ghost Talk, Real or Fake." It blew up. Within 2 days we had people messaging us, asking where we got the hand, people offering money, others warning us to destroy it, said we were playing with things we didn't understand, said we were inviting things in we couldn't send back out. Leo didn't care. He liked the attention. By the third night, we were back in the basement. More prepared this time. 2 phones recording from different angles. Jules didn't want to go again. She stayed upstairs. Said she'd had nightmares. Her brother had drowned when she was 6. The voice from the other night had hit something too raw. Meera was next. She hesitated, but only a little. She didn't believe, not really. She thought Tom was just acting. She took the hand. "Talk to me." She blinked, her whole body locking up. Her lips moved, trembling. "There's someone here." Leo gave her the nod. "I let you in." And she screamed. Not a loud one, short like someone shoved a needle under her fingernail. Then she laughed, but her eyes stayed wide and her mouth didn't move right with the sound. Her laugh echoed weirdly around the room, too high-pitched, like it was bouncing off the walls before it left her throat. She started humming. I didn't recognize the tune. Childlike, soft. Leo was filming, grinning. The voice came out in pieces. Little hands, little teeth. I grabbed Leo's phone. "Get her out." "Wait," he said. "It's only been 60 seconds. I don't care. Something's wrong." He didn't move. I snatched the hand from Meera. She gasped, leaned over, and puked hard onto the floor. Her eyes were red. She couldn't stop shaking. She said she felt something crawling through her ribs. Something cold. We stopped that night. But we didn't stop forever. Not even after Jules went missing. That happened 3 days later. She'd told us not to mess with it again. Said she felt like something was watching her. Heard scratching inside the walls. Saw something in her mirror. Leo thought she was faking. Said she was just trying to scare us off. Maybe part of her was. But when she didn't show up for school and her mom called us asking if we'd seen her, that was the first time I really got scared. Not the fun kind. The kind that wraps around your spine and doesn't let go. I started dreaming about the hand after that. Not about using it, just seeing it, sitting on the table, breathing. I should have left it at the river. That was the plan. After Jules went missing, I couldn't sleep. Every sound felt louder, closer. I heard footsteps in the hallway outside my room. Always soft, always stopping when I looked. I checked the locks 3 times a night, slept with the light on. I kept seeing her face in the mirror, but not how I remembered her. Smiling, tired, sarcastic. This version didn't blink, just stared. Leo didn't seem fazed. He was more excited, if anything. Said it meant we were onto something real. He didn't talk about Jules much after the first day. Said she probably ran away. But her phone was still charging on her nightstand. Meera shut down. She didn't talk to any of us after that second night. She skipped school, wouldn't answer messages. I biked to her house once. Her mum said she was resting. I saw her through the upstairs window, curtains half closed, sitting still facing the wall. I took the hand to the river by myself. No ceremony, no fire, just me, wrapped in my hoodie, hiking down to the water in the dark. I brought it in a shoebox taped shut. I didn't want to touch it with bare hands. I meant to throw it in and walk away. That was it. Just let the current take it. But I didn't. I stood there too long, thinking, wondering if I was overreacting, if we were all just caught in the fog of something we didn't understand, a weird object, a group mindset, guilt twisting itself into fear. I opened the box. The hand sat there like it had never been touched. Clean now, no dirt, no cracks. The ring was gone. I don't remember removing it. I don't think any of us did. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I needed to see for myself. Maybe part of me didn't believe it either. I held the hand. The cold hit me first, straight through the skin, like ice water under the fingernails. Talk to me. Instant. No build-up, no flickering shadows. Just a face, inches from mine. Wrong proportions, eyes too big, mouth too wide, breath moving but no sound. I should have dropped it, but I didn't. I let you in. Everything slowed. Not like time froze, more like I stepped out of it. My hearing dipped underwater, my chest felt like it was being pulled open, but gently, like a curious kid unzipping a backpack. I wasn't alone in my body. The voice that came out of me sounded like wet leaves. "She's cold," it said. "So far under now." It was talking about Jules. I don't know how I knew. I just knew. She opened the door, but no one closed it. I felt a hand on my shoulder. I thought it was real. Reflexively, I turned to look. There was no one behind me. But when I looked back, the hand was gone. So was the box. I was just standing there, holding air, and I didn't feel alone anymore. I don't remember biking home. I don't remember sleeping either. The next clear thing I remember is waking up on my floor at 3:17 a.m. with dirt on my hands and the taste of river water in my mouth. I started seeing her everywhere after that. Jules. She never said anything, but she was always there, just a few steps behind, standing at the edge of rooms, sitting in places she never used to sit, never blinking, like she was waiting for something or someone. Meera finally called me. Her voice was hollow, said she hadn't slept in 4 days, said her skin didn't feel like hers anymore, said when she looked in the mirror, something else looked back. She told me she had a dream where she drowned in the middle of a dry road, said she could hear scratching in her closet. I told her I believed her. "I let something in," she whispered, "and I think it stayed." Leo wanted one more session. He said we had to close the loop. I told him I got rid of the hand. He said, "No, you didn't." He was right. I found it again, in my backpack, wrapped in a shirt I hadn't worn in weeks. No dirt this time, just sitting there, quiet, like it never left. We met up in his garage, same place it started, just me and him. Meera wouldn't come. Tom had moved to his aunt's place out of town, said he needed distance. Leo set it up again. Salt, candle, his phone recording, like nothing had changed. He asked me to go first. I refused. So he sat down like it was routine, held the hand. "Talk to me." His head twitched. "There's someone here," he said. Then, "I let you in." This time he didn't move, didn't twitch or shiver or smile. He just sat there. And then he laughed, soft and steady. "You should have stayed out," the voice said. It wasn't his. I stepped forward. Something stopped me. Not fear, more like pressure, like walking into a wall of heat. Only it was cold. "You thought this was a party trick," it said. "But every time you opened the door, someone came through, and no one, ever, closed it." I started the timer on my phone. 60 seconds. Leo's nose began to bleed. His eyes rolled up. His fingers clenched the hand tighter, like it was fused to his palm. 80 seconds. His back arched. He let out a low groan like something was splitting open inside him. 90. I reached for the hand. He snapped forward, eyes locking onto mine. "Too late," he whispered, like he heard my thoughts. Then he collapsed. I took the hand and smashed it against the concrete floor. Nothing happened. I did it again. It didn't crack, didn't even chip. Leo started to move, slow, jerky, like he didn't know how his arms worked. "I don't think it's Leo anymore," I said to myself. But I didn't leave, not yet. He looked up, and he smiled. "You held it longer than anyone," he said. "That was 3 days ago. Now he's missing too. And I haven't slept. There are voices behind the walls. They know my name. I think there's something inside me now. I think it's been waiting. And I don't know what happens after the 91st second, but I think I'm about to find out.